in Aries season. You guys are digging the vibes, the energy, right? Everyone's all pumped up, fired up. Y'all saw Will Smith slap Chris Rock, okay? Like, that's Aries for you, okay?
Aries energy.
Yeah, like they can become like aggressive because Venus is ruled by women, they say, right? Mars is ruled by the man.
Yeah.
So with Venus, even with guys, I know that Libras tend to like have like different sexualities or whatnot because they're open to
Or
it.
even if they are straight, they have some feminine aspects.
Yeah.
Hey everybody, it's the girl Naisha on the set with 8 at the table. Thank you for tuning in. We appreciate all the love and support. Make sure you're following us on all social media platforms. So I'm sitting before you again today with no makeup. I saw y'all were like in those no makeup vibes, Team Natural. Okay, thank you for the comments. But I'm here with somebody I'm really excited to sit with. She's actually an astrologer. I love zodiac signs. I'm a Pisces. I'm sure some of you in the comments love zodiac signs too. So I'm excited for this conversation. Introduce yourself.
Hi guys, my name is Sherby and I'm 28 years old and I know all about the zodiacs. Right.
So what can you tell about a Pisces, okay? Because I'm a Pisces, so you know I need to start off with that.
Let me get me first. I'll get to y'all later. So for me, like when it comes to like Pisces, like I mentioned before, like with the whole like dreamy energy, you guys love to fantasize, okay? I mean, look at these celebs like Rihanna. She's a Pisces herself. Like she's very into like the lingerie, aesthetic, fantasy vibes, you know, and she promotes on her Fenty line as well. Another person with a Pisces placement is Kim Kardashian. She has moon in Pisces, which I'm going to get to later with the different types. But yeah, she also has that dreamy energy about her as well. So yeah, you guys love to fantasize about love, like to the T. You guys are very compassionate, okay? And again, it's more about the water energy. Like, just like a Scorpio and a Cancer, Pisces feels, you know? This is why you guys are very, like, in tune with people and their emotions, because you guys are, like, the 12th sign, which is ruled by the feet, okay? You guys got all the signs on y'all. So it's kind of like you guys got the burden of, like, of everyone.
Oh, my goodness.
This is why you guys want to escape from the world. Like, Pisces like, you know what, bye. I got to escape somewhere real quick, okay? Because I don't like this world right now.
You know what? That makes so much sense.
Yeah.
No wonder.
No, for real. Like, every Pisces I know, like, yeah, I gotta drink my wine real quick. Okay, I'll see you later. Like, all right, Pisces, bye. But yeah.
Okay, so we have a mix of every sign within us. That makes sense.
Yeah, like, listen, get this myth out your head thinking that you are just your sun sign. You're not just your sun sign, okay? You're not just your head. You got your arms, you got your hands. That's with birth charts, okay? There's something called your moon sign. There's something called your Venus, your Mercury, Pluto, Jupiter, okay? And all of these aspects, the sign that's under represent how you identify yourself, okay? Like, for example, let's say if you had Mercury and Gemini. Gemini is the home ruled of Mercury. So it's almost as like you're very mental, can be too distractive, okay? But yeah, you guys are very communicators, like good with like writing, journaling, okay?
Now, can you explain to our audience exactly where would they be able to like get a birth chart? Do you know like how do they come about this? Because I know there's a lot of people that don't know about rising and moon signs. I actually just recently learned about it myself.
Oh wow.
And I believe it's based off of the time you were born, correct?
Yeah, so honestly, the time is only accurate for your rising sign. Because if you think about it, like the transit we're currently going through at this time, like everything is in its actual state. It's just the rising sign is going to be iffy if it's not the right timing. But if it's the right time, your rising sign will be accurate and every other planets as well. You get what I'm saying? Now, for those that would like to look up their birth charts, you know, I do them myself, okay? Or you guys can go on Google. Okay, and
let them know where to find you if you're trying to hop into her DMs and get a birth chart.
My IG is mad.etoile, which means Mrs. Star, because, you know, astrology is ruled by the stars. It's mad.etoile, all right? Or if you just want to do it yourself, you can actually type in birth chart calculator, put in your time, your birth, you know, your birthing, and everything will pop up and kind of like describe those signs to you. The reason why I actually do it is because some people get confused, like, okay, I see I have this and that, but I don't know what that means. So this is where I come in and I describe it. Exactly.
Yeah, I actually looked up one online because my friend told me about the rising and moon. She had asked me, "Oh, what's your rising and moon?" And I'm like, "What?"
Like, what's that?
I'm a Pisces. I'm like, what? So then I looked it up, and it was asking for my birth time. So I called my mom, and I was like, "Mom, what time was I born?" So I was born on March 12th at 9:10 at night. 1990.
Okay.
So, it said that my rising is a Scorpio.
Oh, wow.
And my moon sign was in Libra.
Interesting. Wow.
So tell me more, girl. Tell me more about me.
That makes sense because you know how you said you like the natural look? Like when it comes to Scorpios, they're very raw and very pure. The fact that you have that as your rising sign, that's how you like to identify yourself. You get what I'm saying? So the fact that you have double water and air, you are like in tune with your emotions, but you could be logical. You got moon in Libra. That's very similar to Kim Kardashian because she's a sun in Libra, moon in Pisces, but yours reversed. Your sun in Pisces, moon in Libra. So you're very aesthetic with like your dreamy fantasy vibes, okay? Also, like logic makes sense to you, okay? And you're very Venusian because Libra is ruled by Venus. Yeah. So you love like luxury, nice things, pretty vibe, okay? Don't be coming no cheap shit over here, okay?
That I do.
So yeah, girl, like you definitely have that. And no wonder why I'm digging your vibe because I have moon in Aquarius. And I'm a Scorpio. Scorpio's a water energy, and Aquarius is an air energy. So it's kind of like only your moon sign actually is your emotions, okay? That represents like how you feel, like how you sense things. Your sun is like your ego, your character,
your ego,
how you want people to view you. And your rising sign is like the front you put, like, okay, I don't want people to really know the real me, so that's what I'm gonna put up. Like I'm a Libra rising, so I'm like, okay, yeah, nice. Until you meet my Scorpio, I'm like, hello. Like I'm real with my emotions, So
okay,
yes.
So can you do us all a favor and go through each zodiac sign and give a little bit of detail of each sign's characteristic?
Okay.
Starting with the head.
Nice. Okay. All right, I don't want nobody to beat me up now, okay? Now, before I describe about the signs, you are not your sign, okay? It's basically some characteristics you can relate to because you are that sign. But that doesn't mean that's who you are because everyone's been raised differently. You get what I'm saying? So let me just jump right into it. So with Aries, ironically, we're in Aries season. You guys are digging the vibes, the energy, right? Everyone's all pumped up, fired up. Y'all saw Will Smith slap Chris Rock, okay? Like, that's Aries for you, okay?
Aries energy.
Yeah, like they can become like aggressive, Yeah, they're very like head start, like innovative, okay? A lot of Aries I know, like they're the ones that start new things, new businesses, okay? New ventures, because they're the first sign. They're the ones to start things, okay? Like they start new projects, new ideas. That's Aries. They're very creative. I know Maya Angelou is an Aries, okay? Akon is an Aries. Like, and I know Akon, he created like electricity for Africa, I believe. Like, yeah, they're very creative and they like to give back for their people because they're like the fire energy of Cancer. So in a sense, they are very nurturing, but in a fiery way. Like they're so passionate about what they want to do and what they want to excel in, okay? And for the Aries sign, for those that would like to know if you're an Aries, it starts from March 21st to April 19th. So if your birthday is around that time, you're in Aries, okay? So now for Taurus, okay? For Taurus energy, okay? Honestly, I don't know why Taurus gets a bad rep. Okay, I don't blame you guys. You guys are very stern with your decisions. Like,
you know what's crazy? Yeah. I get along with Tauruses.
Yeah, because you're a water sign. So when it comes to water and earth, if you think about a plant, plant needs water. You get what I'm saying? Like, they need us, these earth signs, because, they be tripping. Okay? But no, seriously.
Damn, shout out all my Taurus out there. Shout out, I love you.
But now Taurus is like, if you think about like, who do I know? Like, I know Chris Brown is a Taurus. They're very beautiful with what they like to create. Like their music, they like beautiful pleasure things, luxurious vibes. Like they love things of quality, of value. It don't have to be the most expensive thing, but it can't be cheap. Like that's Taurus for you, okay? They're very hard workers though, very hard workers. The only bad side for Taurus is that they can be a little stuck in their ways, and they're very, very, very slow to change, okay? This is why I feel like they have a hard time letting go when it comes to relationships. Like they tend to be the ones where they stick around, even if it's like not working at all. Like I know a friend of mine, his mother is a Taurus, and like although she was divorced from her husband, she still like stuck around and made it seem like they were still married, you know? But that's because like it takes a while for them to like...
To let go.
Exactly. Okay. Now for Gemini. Gemini. Because every time I say Gemini...
I get along with Geminis too, but they are moody.
Yeah,
like, I feel like there has been days where I'm like, I'm not going to talk to you.
I mean, that's in their
because
nature.
You showing that other side.
Yeah, that's Gemini, okay? Like, they're the first air sign. So they're basically like, damn if I do, damn if I don't, okay? If you think about it, I mean, Kanye West, he's a Gemini. I mean, you guys just see how he's gone crazy in the media, okay? But you know what? One thing I will say about Gemini, they are very, very talented people. Like, I know Biggie, Tupac are Geminis. Angelina Jolie, she's a Gemini, okay? Like, Marilyn Monroe, she was a Gemini. She was the first woman to actually, like, be bold, you know, when it comes to, like, woman energy, right? They just have so much going in their heads. So, in a way, they execute it. This is why, in a way, people look at them like, yo, are you okay? It's not that. It's just, like, again, they have so much ideas that their brain don't have the capacity to really, like, keep that in. So that's why they're doing so much at one time. Like that's Gemini. They're multitaskers to the to the T. Okay. So basically Gemini's, the only thing is they just have to learn how to balance out their mental ways, because if they don't give the time and energy to like give themselves a break, they will go crazy or they will isolate themselves where you're like, okay, what happened? And they won't even tell you. Yeah. That's it. That's the bad side about Gemini, you know, but they'll be all right. Okay. So Cancer. Oh, I'm sorry. To know if you're a Gemini, your birthday should be between May 21st and June 20th. Okay. So for Cancer, the first water sign. So Cancer is honestly, I love you guys. Okay?
I love you guys too.
Water gang over here. Okay.
Gang gang.
But now for Cancers, they're very emotional. They're very sensitive.
My mom is a Cancer.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
How'd you deal with that?
It's my mom, so.
But you know what? Cancers are, even if there were males, they're ruled by the mother energy, because Cancer is ruled by the moon sign. Yeah. So this is why when it comes to like men, like you could see that Cancer men. Yeah, they're more sensitive. They're more in tune with their emotions.
They're definitely sensitive.
They're the ones where they get very irked by the littlest thing. It's because like they sense their sensories are so intense that they need to pick and choose like and be real, because sometimes Cancers, they tend to go for like the most extreme thing, okay? Because that's because they have Scorpio in the 5th house, which I will get to later. They like deep, dark things, okay? Like that's Cancer.
They like deep, dark things.
Or they like sad movies, sad stories. Like every time I talk to a Cancer, I'm like, yeah, did you hear this girl? She was lost. I'm like, Cancer, like what the hell?
You're like, why are you attracted to
that? But that's them. Like they love to. It's a way where they can relate to people that are victims, okay? Because that's Cancer, right? They love, since they're ruled by the mother energy, they like to nurture the person.
That makes sense.
Like, even if I have a Cancer ex, although he wasn't shit, he was the best nurturing guy ever, okay? Yeah, because that's in their nature. Like, they will, you know, buy you things. Oh, you good? Okay, I got you, you know.
But he ain't shit.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Cancer. I'm sorry. So, yeah, if you're a Cancer, your birthday should be between June 21st and July 22nd, okay? All right, so we're going to jump into Leo. Leos, honestly, I do love Leos because they're ruled by the heart, which is love. Like, okay, they are very prideful when it comes to their energy. Like, if you think of a Leo, they're like the lion. You know what I'm saying? Like the king of the jungle, okay?
I feel like I'm a lion, even though I'm not a Leo.
I mean, hey, you might have some Leo on your chart. You never know.
My real dad was a Leo.
Okay.
But, you know, he left my life when I was 16. So, I mean, I feel like I experienced some of his energy.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah. Honestly, Leos can be very loving or very prideful. Okay. to the point where like they might isolate and live for themselves because they're so in love with themselves. But if they were in a healthy Leo, they would like extract that to other people, like their family, their people, their loved ones. Okay. And again, they take very pride in that. They don't like to embarrass themselves in public. Okay, damn if you do, because you will get checked, okay, by Leo. Yeah, they're like the star season, like the star signs of the zodiacs, besides Aries, because you know they're the first fire. But yeah, Leos definitely love like fame and attention to the T, like to the T, all right? It could be a bit much at times, but that's just how they like to love. Like you shower them with attention. In a sense, okay? Now, if you want to know if you're a Leo, your birthday should be between July 23rd and August 22nd, all right? So, now we're going to talk about Virgo, the second earth sign. Now, Virgos tend to get a rep where they're the perfectionist.
Yeah.
Okay, it's not that they're perfect. They like to aim for perfection. So, it's almost as like they kind of suffer with OCD.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, if we think about it, like the best pop stars, like Michael Jackson, Beyonce, like they're Virgos. Yeah. Like you can tell like they took so much to put into their craft because they refuse to like embarrass themselves and miss any tiny remarks, okay? Yeah, like they're like also similar to Cancer where they kind of have like that mother energy, but that's because they're represented by the angels. Like that's why they're the ones they're always putting in that work or they're doing things for others. Like the way a Virgo can show you that they love you is if they're doing stuff for you.
Yeah.
Like, okay, babe, I don't feel like cooking right now. Like, okay, I got you. They're all in the kitchen doing everything. Like, okay. Mm-hmm. Yes. I honestly love Virgos. Okay.
My daughter's father is a Virgo.
Oh, nice. Oh, girl, that's your opposite. So I could imagine.
Yeah, we're not together anymore. So.
I see. Yeah, like Virgos is like the opposite of Pisces. But yeah, they're very...
I feel like it could work or it could not work.
Yes.
Because you're opposite.
Yes.
Which we're going to speak
Talk
on
about
that
later.
In a few, all right?
Yes.
Let her finish with these signs.
I got you. So yeah, they just aim for perfection where they're very anal when it comes to detail. You get what I'm saying? All right, so if you guys are a Virgo, your birthday should be between August 23rd and September 22nd, all right? Now, let's jump into Libra. Libra is the first sign of Venus, okay? Like, basically the air energy of Venus.
I always get along with Libras.
Okay. Yeah, you have Moon in Libra, so that makes sense. Libras are like very Venusian, very classy people. Even men I know that are Libras, they're very gentleman-like, like even down to their clothes or how they treat themselves or people. Like they don't tolerate dirtiness or filthiness, okay? They're very aesthetic. Like if you like go into a Libra's like room, you will see like it looks a little artsy and stuff. Yeah, Venus is ruled by the arts. So that's how they express like their emotions or feelings, right? They love like music, Libras. They love like, again, like the beauty. Anything revolved like, because Venus is ruled by women, they say, right? And Mars is ruled by the man.
Yeah.
So with Venus, even with guys I know that are Libras tend to like have like different sexualities or whatnot because they're open to it.
Or even if they are straight, they have some feminine aspects.
Yes.
I've definitely noticed that.
Absolutely. And Cancer as well because they're like the cardinal sign of Libra, like the water version of Libra. So in a sense, it's like more nurturing. But with Libra, it's more like on a mind. You get what I'm saying? They connect with you with your mind because they're air. They're very mental, even down to poetry. Like, I don't know if you got a Libra guy that texts you. He'll say something sweet like, oh, good morning, gorgeous. like, they're the ones that like to sweet talk you or be very persuasive. So be careful, guys. Okay? So, yeah. All right. So if you want to know if you're a Libra, your birthday should be between September 23rd and October 22nd. Okay? Now, let's jump into my sign. Scorpio. I swear, every time I say Scorpio, like, I get, like, this energy where it's like, I don't know.
And it's crazy. Every single time that I hear Scorpio, I'm like, ooh, Scorpio. Because I always heard good things about Scorpios. And I finally landed a Scorpio. My man now is a Scorpio.
Okay.
So, you know, and I've always been told, like I said, that Pisces and Scorpios
are compatible.
Right. You know, and everybody always be like, girl, you met your love match.
But you know what? It has to also key to his birth chart. So your moon sign might be compatible as well, or every other planet. But yeah, the sun sign for sure. Now for Scorpios, okay, they look at us like we're very like dark and like just in the corner, not talking to nobody. You know, I'm not gonna lie, I be doing that. Okay, that's because we're checking the room to see what's going on. Okay, because Scorpios, we don't like putting ourselves or throwing ourselves in the jungle, right? We just like to observe, okay, and see what's going on. That's what makes us very mysterious, okay? And I guess that seductress energy, like, because we're very deep and everything we do can be with an intensity, like it's all or it's nothing at all.
Yeah.
You're not getting shit. Okay, that's Scorpio, all right? Yeah, we're very deep. We honor honesty, okay, because we smell bullshit right away. Okay, that's Scorpio to the T. Like, we hate that to the max, all right? If we really love someone, it'll be so obvious because, again, we give it our all, okay? Or we're very slow to, like, open ourselves up, you get what I'm saying? I know it took me a while to, like, open myself up to people because I'm like, no, I don't know if they're going to dig with me. I don't know what's going on. Like, that's how we are, but in a sense, like, if you make us comfortable, you'll definitely see, like, the brighter side of Scorpio instead of just being like, oh, why she like y'all stuck up and shit? Like, you know how people are, you know. But, yeah, so basically for Scorpios, if you are a Scorpio yourself, your birthday should be between October 23rd and November 21st, okay? Now, let's jump into Sagittarius. Now, this is, like, the wild energy, right? Sag, because they're ruled by Jupiter, which is, like, the biggest planet besides Saturn. So Sag is like very wild, okay? They're very wise. They tend to be like the spiritual gurus because Sagittarius, they believe in signs. Like every time we go to Sag,
oh my God, that's so true.
Yeah, they're like, oh, I saw a sign.
Oh my
yeah,
God.
That's Sag.
I definitely dated a Sag, and that was the vibe the whole time.
Yeah, that's how they are. Like they live for signs. Like I guess in a sense, because Sag, they're all about meaning. You get what I'm saying? Like they're all about meaning and purpose. Because if you think about the fire, they want something to live for. So in a sense, for Sag, it's almost as if like they like to always be hopeful.
Yeah.
That's why like the signs like really resonate with them. Like, oh my God, I saw this sign. Like, oh my God, I saw this Buddha. You know, like.
But then it didn't work because he was too maybe like blunt, or sometimes the way he would talk to me, I would be like, it would annoy me.
Yeah, I believe you. I believe you. I mean, Sag is like the fire energy of Gemini. So they're the ones where anything could come out their mouth, you know what I'm saying? And yes, they're very brutally honest, okay? I mean, look at Jay-Z. He's a Sagittarius. I remember he said a song. There was something Beyonce was talking about, and she was saying how, oh my God, I can't believe Jay-Z said that in the song. It was like that Drunk in Love. It was something he said. I'm not going to really say it, but it was very like provocative. And she was like, oh my God, did he really say that? Yeah, they're very blunt, just to make my point. But yeah, like they definitely aim for high status. They like to live like the high life. Like that's definitely Sag, okay? And they're like the luckiest sign, okay?
They're
like,
the luckiest?
Yeah, like that's why they're the biggest procrastinators of the sign because they get so lucky in life. I feel like whoever created Sag, they're like, look, we're going to make you lucky, but we're going to make you lazy as hell.
Damn.
All right, so it's up to you, okay, Sag?
What a combination.
Like, shit. But yeah, if you want to know if you're a Sag, your birthday should be November 22nd to December 21st, okay? Now, let's jump into Capricorn. Capricorn, man, I've been around them all my life. All right, all the males in my family are Capricorns, okay? They're very, like, hardworking, similar to Taurus and Virgo, but that's really all about Capricorn. All they see is work. All they do is work. In a way, they like to stay in their cocoon, similar to Scorpio. Okay, and they're definitely high when it comes to power. Capricorns love power. Like to them, if they're in power status, like they feel like they made it because they're the goat that climbs up the mountain.
Yeah.
That's why they're represented by the seagull. They like to have goals and levels, okay? Like, they honor business, entrepreneurship, because they're ruled by Saturn, which is like a governed planet, okay? Money is big for Capricorn. Like, if a woman has Venus in Capricorn, her man gotta have money, or she not sticking around, okay? Like, she don't want no broke man around her, okay? Capricorn, and they're the Earth version of Libra, okay? So, again, you gotta have some with you, like some kind of substance, okay? They definitely value that kind of like power move, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
What else I can say? They can be very cold, okay? Capricorns can be very cold, but it's not like they are. It's just, that's just their nature. They could be happy inside and they look like they got like a dull face. You know what I'm saying? But that's just Capricorn to the T. You know, they don't like to change for nobody. They're their own beings, okay? Can be stubborn, okay? A little stubborn. But nah, after that, like that's all about Capricorn, man. I mean, they're very simple. Very simple earth people. Okay. So another thing I want to add with Capricorns too, they like to budget. Like that's like their important thing. So if you're a person you like to budget, you are Capricorn's best friend, all right? Now let's jump into Aquarius, which is if you would like to know if you're a Capricorn, your birthday should be between December 22nd and January 19th, okay? So now Aquarius and Capricorns have the same planet, which is Saturn, right? But Aquarius, they have Uranus. This is why they are considered the alien of the Zodiac. Like, they're the unique signs. Yeah. Like, they're the ones where they're the black sheep of the family, okay? They're just similar to Pisces. They're out of this world, too. But they like to stand out on purpose.
It's so weird because I dated an Aquarius and I felt like we had some similarities, but at the same time, he was like one of my worst relationships.
Oh, wow.
You know, like I went through a lot with him.
Okay.
But I felt like when I was with him, sometimes I used to feel like, oh, we're so much alike. Like we could work.
Yeah.
But then it just wasn't working. Because it's true. Like you said, they do like to draw a lot of attention to themselves and be out there and be like all eyes on them.
Yeah. You know, and that's funny. They're the opposite sign of Leo. Leos love attention, where it's coming from everyone and they blend with everyone. With Aquarius, they prefer to stand out and get that attention. Yeah. Again, it's like on purpose in a sense. Like, in a way, they think I don't want to say they think they're better than everyone.
Yes, that's the attitude that he had all the time.
I mean, I ain't trying to play Aquarius. I'm sorry.
Listen,
okay.
Rico is an Aquarius.
Oh, shit. All right, we're saying names now.
There we go. I love you, Rico.
You know what's funny? Chris Rock is an Aquarius. Okay, and how ironic that situation occurred. You know, like, so Aquarius standing out in the crowd just to get slapped by somebody, right? That's because he got Saturn on his sun right now. So Saturn is like checking him crazy. Like, listen, honey, the old routines ain't gonna work. So let's do it. Let's start another foot, okay? But yeah, Aquarius are very similar to Capricorns too. They value power and status, but more in a free way because they value freedom. Yeah. They're the ones where they can't stay committed for long, or they're like everywhere at the same time. Yeah. Okay. They're like the air signs like Libra and Gemini. This is why I feel like they're more compatible because they get it. They're like, okay, well, I love you, but from a distance. That's Aquarius. Okay. So if you want to know if you're an Aquarius, your birthday is between January 20th and February 18th, okay? So last but not least, we got Pisces, all right?
Well, she gave us a little brief earlier.
Yes, we sure did. Yeah, if you want to know if you're a Pisces, your birthday is between February 19th and March 20th. So when it comes to Pisces, like I mentioned, I know Michael Jackson has moon in Pisces as well. This is why when he was young, people didn't understand him emotionally. Because your moon, remember, that's your inner child. That's your emotions. I feel like he didn't know how to be compassionate with others because everyone was just so ruthless with him. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But he still kept that heart within him. You get what I'm saying? And that's Pisces. Even if there's like a fiend on the street, Pisces is like, oh my God, like come in my house, let me feed you.
I like that.
Yeah, like you guys will come into animal shelters, like Pisces. Yeah.
Yo, I straight up told my man when I become a millionaire, an animal shelter is one of the first things I want to buy.
See, yeah, that's Pisces. You guys are like very heartfelt. Like, no lie, I love venting the Pisces because you guys are just so compassionate. Like you guys understand.
I'll give you a hug.
Yeah, even if it's the dumbest thing. I'm like, thank you, Pisces, you understand? But yeah, that's definitely that, okay? But there's a reason why you guys have the two fish, right? Yeah. Similar to Gemini and Sag. Okay, you guys definitely have that too. It's almost as like with Pisces, when you guys feel so drained.
You gotta rub us the right way.
Yeah. Like, if not, like, that evilness will come out, all right? They don't show it. They ain't gonna show it to you. But it's gonna come out.
It's there.
Yeah, it's definitely there, all right? That's because you guys have that duality. You get what I'm saying? Like, you guys are definitely connected, like, emotionally too, even on a spiritual sense too. Yeah. Like, Pisces, you guys definitely admire like the Christ consciousness and like very, very like spiritual, very divine when it comes to Pisces, okay? I remember Rihanna when she came up with that album she had. I know it's been a while. Like, come on, Rihanna, bring an album.
She's done.
Yeah, she's super done, right? But yeah, when she had that album before, like, I'm going on with Eminem and stuff. I remember she had like a spiritual song in there where she was like talking to Mary and stuff. Like, even if Pisces aren't religious, they still believe in like something's gotta give with Pisces, right? Because you guys like to connect.
Yeah.
Like with just anyone, even when it comes to spirituality, like that's just within your essence.
Yeah, for sure. Now with going over all these signs, clearly it's a bunch of us.
Yeah.
You know, there are people who are watching right now that I'm sure don't believe in zodiacs. Like, you know, my boyfriend is one of them. He does not believe that every Scorpio is the same. He just does not believe it. I feel like it's true because I've felt it and I've seen people act the way it says we're supposed to act based on the stars alignment and all that. So I do believe, and I believe it has to do with energy too. So, you know, I definitely believe it. Who do you think is a better match love-wise when it comes to these signs? You know, like for me, for Pisces, who do you think is the best sign for me to be with?
Okay, I got you.
Sorry, babe.
I got you. Now, honestly, back to what you were saying about what your boyfriend said, like, I don't blame him with him saying, like, every Scorpio isn't the same, because he's right. We're not the same. Yeah. Because when it comes to your birth chart, it all depends on your moon sign, your Venus, because that's what really describes your whole being. You know what I'm saying? But for those that don't believe in it, listen, I don't believe in religion. You know, I don't believe in labels. It all depends on how you identify yourself, okay? But with astrology, it is energy, okay? Because it's coming from planet. I mean, we are on a planet, living on a planet that's a whole alive, you know what I'm saying? And we have the sun, which gives us, like, the energy. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? So, in that sense, my belief is there, okay? Now, when it comes to astrology and love, all water signs on a sun level, we get it. We get each other. You get what I'm saying? Like, because we're more, like, unspoken when it comes to our emotions. Like, we could already sense it without even saying a word. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? But let's say if your man, he probably has like a moon in, let's say if he was a double Scorpio and you got moon in Libra, that would be like a challenging aspect because moon in Scorpio, he wants you to nurture him in an intense way. Like, always be with me, always be there. Like, I know a girl, she has moon in Scorpio, like, she's like that. Like, she wants her man to constantly be there. I mean, she's a Cancer. So, yeah, constantly be there, constantly be in tune with her, okay? But if he has, like, a moon in air, it's almost like you're going by your own mental way of emotionally making you feel satisfied, if that makes sense. So he might not understand that. So in that way, that's going to be conflict. Like, for example, I had an ex, he's a Cancer. Love him to death. But he has Venus in Gemini. I have Venus in Scorpio, okay? The Venus is how you want to be treated, okay? He thinks treating me is like buying me shit. It's more than just that. I have Venus in Scorpio. I need to see your love is real. Don't just buy me shit just to prove it to me, okay? I need you to, like, your actions, your act of service, okay? How you are with me when I'm sad. You like, yo, babe, you okay? You know what I'm saying? Like, he was barely like that. Yeah. You know, people with a lot of air can be not in tune with people's emotions. Like, they go about their own day and all in their head and not even paying attention. I need me a man that's very attentive, okay? Because I have 5 planets in Scorpio. So I'm like the ultimate Scorpio, okay? Like, for real. Like, so yeah, when it comes to like this dating life, like
it seems like when it comes to the love matches, it's not that simple.
It's not.
It's not just a Pisces and a Scorpio.
No.
It's your rising, your moon, your sun, the whole thing.
Well, honestly, if you want to look at the key things, look at the moon and Venus. Venus. Yeah, because your moon is like your emotions, how you would like emotionally like to be nurtured, which is ruled by Cancer, and Venus, which is ruled by Libra. How would you like to be treated? You know, your acts of service, like how are you providing? How are you like nurturing me? Your moon and your Venus dictates. If it's compatible, then you're good.
I feel like certain signs will work together, like sex-wise, but not relationship-wise. Like, it could be the best sex you've ever had, but that is not supposed to be your husband, girl. Do you agree with me? Tell me no.
Listen, okay. So that is true.
Because that's what I'm saying. Like, you know, I experienced that with my Aquarius, you know?
Like the sex was popping, but the
But no, relationship is not popping. And I have two Aquariuses in my whole life. So, you know, with both, you know, I definitely, you know, sex-wise, we were very compatible. But for relationship, I don't think an Aquarius is for me.
You know what? Honestly, like when it comes to, if you want to see if someone's sexually compatible to you, look at their Mars, okay? Because Mars is ruled by Aries and Scorpio, which is the action planet, right?
You guys better be taking notes right now.
Yeah, honey.
So for sex, you have to look at Mars. For love, you got to look at Venus.
And your moon.
And your moon, okay? Take notes.
All right. So yeah, like for example, I have Mars in Sagittarius. I love men with Mars in Aries or Mars in Gemini because men that got Mars and Gemini, they're very multitasking, okay?
So you know they're doing it all.
They do it like something at the same time. Like, okay. It's entertaining. Like, yeah, I have Mars and Sag, so my sex life has to be like on fire, okay? Because Sag is a fire energy. People that got Mars and Cancer, they'd rather to be touched because they're like senses, right?
Do you feel like my signs are like a sexual?
I mean, it depends what your Mars is in. Did you see what your Mars is in?
Know,
you don't know?
Well,
yeah, it all depends, girl. It all depends. Like, let's say if you have Mars in air, you're probably the type where you like to you get turned on by sexual conversations, like sapiosexual, right? Like intelligence, stuff like that. Or the aesthetic, okay? Because Mars and air, they like the visual because they're mental, right? So if you got like some sexy lingerie, sexy lipstick, your hair, the way you playing with your hair, like that's Mars and air. They love that.
Yeah.
Now with Mars and fire, just touch them anywhere. They'll get turned on, okay? Because fire, when you touch fire, you automatically get hot, right? So with people with Mars and fire, it's almost as if like they give off that like ready right away energy, okay? Now, when it comes to like Mars and Earth, they're the types where they like to dominate you in the bedroom. Like they'll tie you up. Like if you got Mars and Capricorn, they're the types where they like to tie you up, do that BDSM. Okay, they're very they're rough. Mars and Earth. Okay, that's how you can. Now, if you want to see if you're compatible, you gotta check your Mars. Okay, like I know for instance, I had a sex with a guy. He had Mars and Cancer. I liked it because I'm a Scorpio, but my Sag was like, you're not doing enough for me. Because I need like a lot more, okay? That's like Sag. They want it all, like the expansiveness and fantasy, because Sag is like the fire energy of Pisces, okay? So they're more so like, man, I want it popping in the bedroom, okay? Like candles, aesthetics, the music. Like Mars and fire want to show, okay? Like if you think of Beyonce, she has Mars and Leo. You see how she performs, she puts on a show. I can tell that's how she is in the bedroom.
So you think she puts on a show?
She puts on a show, yeah, because she got Mars and fire. Like, they want to be the star in the bedroom. That's how they are, you know?
Now, what about for business, right? Because, you know, yes, we're talking about love and sex.
Yeah.
But what about, like, friends and business partners? I'm sure there's certain signs that work better with each other as well.
Absolutely. Like, for example, honestly, this is where I'm going to talk about houses, okay? For those that don't know, when it comes to your rising sign, it has houses. So there's like 12 houses. Every house represents a sign, like Aries, but it all depends what kind of sign it's in. So if you want to look at a business aspect, you want to look at your 10th house, friendships, and networking, 11th house. For example, I have Cancer in the 10th house. So I'm more like connecting on a nurturing sense, like people get me, like how I want things done. I don't want to be uncomfortable, okay? Or I like to do my business in the home, all right? And the fact that I have, after Leo in the 11th house, my friends gotta be popping, okay? Yeah, like Leo, if you think of Leo, they want all like you gotta be high status type notch. The fact that I have this in the 11th house, like my friends gotta be up there, you know what I'm saying? Because that's how I feel like I can resonate and like dig their vibes. So that's how you can see like what kind of friends you might resonate with and what kind of business that resonates more with you. Okay, you have to look at your 10th house and your 11th house, all right? Okay. Now, your Saturn too plays a key role, okay? Because like I have Saturn in Aquarius, so I'm very like cyber when it comes to like my business oriented thing. Like I like to do like internet business, like entrepreneurship or like networking. But it'd be like weird networkings, like different cultures or whatnot. So yeah, it all depends. Like your Saturn, your 10th house and your 11th house. Okay. That's how you can dictate.
All right.
Yeah.
Now, what about, I've heard like there's certain days that are better to go on dates, you know, for certain zodiac signs, or you know, certain days to get haircuts, or certain numbers that are good for you based on your sign.
Oh wow, really?
Have you ever heard of like what day is best to go on a date based off of your sign?
No, I never heard that, but what I do know is that it depends. Okay, let's say like right now the moon is in Pisces, right? But you, like for instance, like you might feel like a little emotional or very like just in your inner state more, okay? This might be a time where you want to stay home, okay? No, for real, because if the moon is in your sign, you
want to stay home? You don't want to be outside?
Yeah, because everything might be triggering you, or like
something bad's gonna happen?
I don't want to say something bad, but it's like, just take heed.
Nah, look, I went outside.
Yeah.
Look, I'm a Pisces. I went outside recently and I got sick.
Yeah, girl.
So, you see? I should have just stayed home.
Yeah, too much. Yeah, but like, that's what I believe more in. Like, let's say for me, like if the moon is in Gemini, like I'm gonna, like, which is on my south node, I know it's gonna be a sucky day. I know it's gonna be a sucky day because it's on my south node, which is the sign I'm not supposed to be in. So if I'm doing Gemini shit, I'm gonna wreck my shit.
Doing Gemini shit?
No, for real. Like, because I have that in the south node, meaning I can't be like the Gemini. I have to be like the Sag. So I already know if the moon's in Gemini, I'm like, all right, fuck it, cancel the plans. I can't do shit today because I already know things are not gonna go my way. All right, where it's like I have to compromise so much so just because like I'm gonna be hit with challenges. Okay, like I remember when the moon was in Gemini, I wanted to order some sushi. I know it's like so like. So like whatever. I wanted to order some sushi. It took them like 4 fucking hours just to get to me. I had to be on the phone. They bring the wrong order, and I had to redo it again.
And it was
like,
only because the moon was in Gemini.
Which is on my south node. So yeah, if your moon's on your south node, don't be careful, all right? Or else you're gonna be doing a lot of shit, all right? Now another thing too, let's say if there's like a full moon going on or a new moon. These energies are very amplified. So that's a time where you kind of want to rearrange your dates, okay? Like, or else shit might not go as planned, okay? So, again, that's another thing to, like, be careful for. Or, like, let's say Venus went retrograde, which is another thing. Don't get a haircut or else they're going to fuck your hair up, okay? Or, again, it all depends on the aspects of the planets, which I'm trying to say. It's not really about the days. I don't know where you heard that from. But yeah, no. Not about the days.
It's about the star alignment, right?
The star
like
transit.
The star alignment and the moon alignment.
Exactly. The astral transit. Yeah.
You know, maybe I just wasn't saying it right, girl.
It's okay.
I'm not
I'm
not the astrologer here.
That's why I'm here.
I'm not the professional.
I got you.
All right, so if I sit and I name a few different signs, can you tell me if they would be good for money, sex, love, or business?
Let's go.
All right. Pisces and Scorpio, because that's me and my man.
Yo, she went straight to it. Like,
that's so bad.
All right. So you guys will definitely be good for love. Because you guys are both water signs. Like, even if he wasn't shit, not saying I don't know your man, but like even if
she don't know you,
even if he wasn't shit, right? The emotions would still be there because you guys get each other emotionally. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's definitely something I feel. Yeah. Honestly.
Like you guys will always get each other. Like even if you guys weren't,
it's like the understanding. Yeah. And even for business, I feel like we're good because we work so well with each other.
Okay. It all depends on your birth chart. Okay. That could be true because you guys get each other. You guys flow. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You guys flow well with each other. Which I can say is true. So there's more than that then. Yeah. So there's love and business. Now, there can be a flaw with that because there's emotions involved. You know how they say you can't mix pleasure with business. You know what I'm saying?
Trust me, I've definitely heard that.
Girl, tell me about it.
All right, babe. We got love, all right? We got that one, okay. Much. All right, what about Taurus and Leo?
They will be very good with business.
Because I feel like they're both like strong, right? Like when I think about Taurus and Leo, I'm like, okay, they both like.
They could be with love too, But with Taurus, like, they might do themselves like it might be hard for them because Taurus will be like, okay, I'm gonna stick around because I love them, but Leo's gonna be up in their attention, you know, being all out there, and Taurus like inside the home all the time. Like, it's not gonna be really compatible in a sense. Yeah, they're gonna get each other because they're both fixed signs, okay, which I'm gonna get to later. Like, they're both fixed, meaning like they're both fixated people. They don't like to be adaptable or too all over the place, but Taurus does it in an earth way where they're very down to earth. Leo's very like extravagant where they're out and about with it.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
I hope that we're hitting some actual couples with these signs, you know, so you guys can see what
I know
the vibe is.
Yeah, I know Michael Jackson's parents, like his father's a Leo and his mom's a Taurus. So look how they had their kids business-wise, but their love wasn't really, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, honestly, that sucks. Because I feel like I need some love in my life.
Girl, Pisces, y'all definitely do.
I need that love. Okay, what about an Aquarius and a Virgo?
Wow, you know what's crazy? I tend to see those dynamics, and I'm like, how does that even work? Honestly,
they trying to make it work.
Yeah, I believe it because honestly, they get each other on a logical sense. Like when it comes to Earth and Air couples, they have great friendships. So this is where the love can kind of come in, but it's not like love right away. It's like they just get each other on a logical sense because air is very logical and earth is very practical.
Yeah.
So in a way, they're very good with entrepreneurship and friendship.
Okay.
That's like their best attribute.
So now it seems like, you know, it's a hit or miss with these signs, you know, and it, obviously it goes deeper because like you said, there's the rising and the moon.
Yeah.
But if you had to list the top best signs and the top worst signs, couple-wise, what would they be? You know, like match-wise, like, oh, I know an Aquarius and a Leo should not be together. Like, you know, what is your top worst signs and top best signs for couples?
Okay. Now, this is like kind of playing puzzle here because it's kind of like putting the puzzles together. I mean, let's just put it like this, okay? Honestly, the main signs I know I'm going to put on top that I know will work for sure would be like fire signs, like a Leo and a Sag, or Aries or a Leo. Like, because I feel like they understand the concept of love, okay? Like, they're very expressive. So in a sense, like, they both get each other. They even give each other the fairness to shine because when it comes to fire signs, they love to shine, like, get out the way. But since they love each other, they understand, like, okay, we got to shine together, okay? And again, it all depends on their birth chart as well, because I don't want to go too with the sun sign because that's kind of being a little basic, but that would be, like, what I would say. Like, the best relationships are basically people that have the same elements as you, okay? Now, or, let me get to this. Another relationship that I know is good is Scorpio and Capricorn, okay? Like Gabrielle Union and Dwayne Wade. Gabrielle Union, she's a Scorpio. Dwayne Wade, he's a Capricorn. They get each other because he's very practical and she's very, like, intuitive. So I feel like he grounds her in a sense. And they're both about power. Because I know they're like that power couple. You get what I'm saying? Like, they get that in a sense as well. Okay, because Scorpio's like that intensity. And Capricorns love that ambition. Yeah. So I feel like they're great, like, business, love, friendship. Okay. Another couple I would say is a Virgo and a Cancer, because I feel like they're both like acts of service. Like Cancer's very nurturing, and Virgo's more like the practical nurse. So I feel like they go hand in hand with love, friendship, and business. Okay. With Pisces, honestly, I feel like you guys are good with Tauruses. Like,
see, I never had a Taurus ever in my life.
Very interesting. Yeah, I feel like you guys are very similar because you guys love the fantasy. And in fact, that's Taurus ruled by like the arts and like the luxuriousness and the comfortness. Yeah. Like, I feel like you guys just come in together like a glue.
And you see, you said like the best ones are the ones that have the same like components, almost the same.
Yeah, the same components or like the.
But it's like my first daughter's father,
yeah,
which was one of my first serious relationships. He was a Pisces. Wow. So we were both Pisces. I started dating him when I was 13 years old, and we broke up when I was 19. Oh, so my whole teenage years,
Wow.
And, you know, I was so in love. Like, that was my first love, you know, like my heart. I felt like I couldn't live without him, literally. But after, like, once I started to get older and, you know, we were definitely having issues in the relationship, growing, you know, we were babies.
Yeah.
You know, I definitely felt like it wasn't good. It wasn't working. We were too much alike. You know, that we sometimes when we fight, it would be crazy.
No, I believe you. I mean, okay, let me break it down.
So you see, like, that could be a best or a worst too, you know?
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Which I do agree. This is why, again, I feel like I have to keep keep saying this because I feel like, again, it's not all about your son.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? And you were young. It's all about your experience as well, like how you were raised. There might be a Scorpio, they were raised in a good household.
Yeah.
There might be a Scorpio, they were raised in a bad household.
Yeah.
So they have different experiences. Some people, they turn that bad energy into a good.
Yeah.
And some people turn their good into a bad.
Yeah,
So it all depends on how they were raised, their birth chart, okay? And again, like their experiences with like life, okay? Now, with you and the Pisces, when it comes to two signs that are exactly the same, I feel like it's like a match in heaven, but like hell on earth. I feel like you get either or.
Yep,
because like you said, you guys are both alike. So it's almost like you're already expecting what to expect from this person. It's kind of like you and this person got the same culture. You know what I'm saying? You know what to expect from that culture. You know what I'm saying? And you know the good and bad of that culture. You know what I'm saying? So it's all up to you if you want to mold in that and still deal with that, or be like, nah, I'm good.
And both my children are Pisces too.
Oh my God, girl, you just Pisces
everywhere. Pisces everywhere.
Wow.
So what about the worst ones that you feel like they just shouldn't be together?
Well, with the Pisces and Aquarius, yeah, no. That's a no. Like, you guys will definitely not get each other. I know a Libra and a Scorpio, that's a no. Okay. A Cancer and a Gemini, that's a no. No.
No.
Like, no, because, again, when it comes to water and air, like, they don't get it. Like, air signs, like Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius, they're always here. Water signs, we go by our emotions. We run with our emotions. So it's like we're trying to get on the same page. It's like a reject. Like, I don't know. It just feels very alien to me. Like, for real. I'm like, are you serious right now? Like, you really think we're going to do this? And they're like, yeah. No. So, yeah, we're not compatible with air signs, okay? Just like with fire and earth, they're not compatible because Earth's people, like, okay, for example, Capricorn and Sagittarius, that's not going to work because, I mean, I don't want to say that because it all depends on their birth chart, all right? But let's say just the sun signs itself, I don't believe that'll work because Capricorns are very grounded and fire signs are very, like, uplifting. So to them, they might feel like they want to restrict fire signs in a sense, where they make them feel like they can express themselves how they want to be. So that relationship in itself would not work, okay? Because the fire signs will feel like they're draining their energy, or they feel like they can't be themselves with the earth sign. Because the earth sign will feel a little insecure or a little uncomfortable, or they feel like they're doing too much or showing too much, if that makes sense.
No, that makes complete sense.
Yeah.
So typically, what matters the most is this birth chart.
Yeah, your birth chart. Get your birth charts done.
Get your birth chart.
Yeah.
And you already know. She already said, slide in her DMs.
Yes.
She got you with that birth chart.
I got you. Okay. No, because seriously, I feel like if people were to... I even had friends like, girl, if I knew about this a long time ago, I could have saved myself from so many relationships. Like, and it's true, okay? Because it really shows you the design of, like, your predestined life. You get what I'm saying?
It does. And, hey, it's not for everybody. I know, like I said, my boyfriend doesn't believe. I'm a firm believer. When I first got with him, I literally was, like, putting our birthdays in the thing, reading everything that is said about us. You know, I'm like that. I'm definitely into Zodiac signs. Yeah. I know a lot of females are, even some guys. So definitely look into those birth charts. You know, do your homework before you get with whoever. Ask them their sign. When you're on that first date, say, hey, what's your sign? What's your birthday?
What's your moon? What's your Venus?
What's your
How you gonna treat me out to dinner? Okay?
But I feel like guys will look at you like, what? Venus, what?
No,
Moon?
you'll be
Mars,
surprised.
what?
You'll be surprised. I remember my sister, she told me she met a guy at her job, and he started telling her, what's your moon sign? I'm like, a guy? Okay, girl. Where he at? Shit. But she's like, girl, she like your perfect match. I'm like, girl.
Let us know in the comments below what your sign is. If you're into zodiacs, if you out here asking, what's your moon sign?
Yeah, got to. Okay.
But we appreciate you for tuning in. Thank you so much for watching. Again, make sure you're following us on all social media. Again, make sure you're following us on all social media platforms. And I want to thank you so much for coming, honestly.
Thank you for having me. It's been a pleasure.
You already know where to find her. Let them know one more time.
My Instagram is mad.etoile, mad.etoile. All right.
I love how you say that with like a little French accent there, like I'm a toi.
Okay. Yeah, star, yeah.
And as mentioned before, we do have 8 at the Table gear, so make sure you guys are clicking the website, checking it out, and ordering it. You can have this nice poster, our No Judgment Zone poster, right in your living room. You know that'd be nice. Thank you for tuning in to 8 at the Table. I'll see you next time.